Good evening. Good evening. Well, listen, I have been trying to do this video. I have had many interruptions. So I'm thinking that this really needs to get out there for some reason because I've had many interruptions. Today, we're going to do a little poetry. I call this Monday Poetry. And the title of this poem that I wrote is called One Day the Lord Touched Me. This is a piece from my book, Conversations, a Coffee Table Book. It's my first book of poetry. It's not my last book. Um, but it's what got me out there. It got me out my comfort zone. So I'm going to share a little bit of this piece of poetry. I'm actually going to share it in its entirety called One Day the Lord Touched Me. And it's a personal poem. It is. It is just a glimpse inside of myself, just pretty much like anything else that I do. All right, here we go. One day the Lord touched me, and I awoke. I woke to find that in my mind I was still wrestling. I woke to find that I was still carrying the same baggage. I woke to find that I did not truly know the Lord's touch. Oh, I looked at myself and asked, did I deny myself the gift of his touch? Did I not go straight to the Lord when he called? Why am I still the same if he touched me? As I asked myself these questions, so completely wrapped up in myself, as I again asked me concerning me, I realized that my thoughts were vanity, foolish pratter that solved nothing. So I turned to the Lord who was waiting on me so patiently. I asked, Lord, what have I missed? Did you touch me? He smiled and said to me in an all-knowing, compassionate tone, my daughter, indeed I touched you. See how, child, you wonder within yourself? I gave you that mind. I gave you the ability to think. I gave you this moment with me. So I asked another question. So why, Lord, am I like this? Confused, battling and babbling in my mind that you gave me. Oh, he said that's simple. I also gave you a choice to choose me or not to choose me. My daughter, you did not choose me. So there I was, so utterly unsure of what that means. So I asked another question. If I didn't choose you, my Heavenly Father, why did you touch me? He smiled and beamed as brightly as the sunshine, and he said to me, because I chose you. I chose you before you had the baggage and the doubts. I chose you before you knew what you were about. I chose you to give you me. I chose you, daughter. I chose you. Then it began to change inside of me. My mind began to let go of what I thought was important. My heart began to let go of the baggage. I let go of the battle for control of my mind. I stopped. Then I let go. I submitted to his touch. The light came on in my soul, and I began to understand that I had chose the hard way. I realized I chose death over life. But I wanted to live, so I turned again and I said, Lord, forgive me. I did not know. Will you touch me again? Please, Father. I don't want to miss this moment. He said, I already have. Now you can sing my song. Now you can tell my story. Now you can live. I forgave you even as you were asking. I am touching you now. I felt a song fill my mouth that I had never sang. My story was clear. I knew what to say. My life looked better. The Lord's touch had changed my perspective. The Lord had changed me too. He had redeemed me. I knew that this one day was a new day. The day the Lord touched me. And that was the end of the poem, the first poem called The Lord Touched Me. And I'm going to read one more. It's called Along This Path. Along this path I walk, knowing that destiny is pushing me. Along this path I learned to walk with patience and with certainty. Along this path I haven't been happy and I've been sad. I've been tired and worn, but I've kept walking on this path. I must walk this path, for it is my destiny to walk. No one can walk it but me. So I continue along this path, for this is my path. So along this path I stay. I hope that you enjoyed that poetry. I hope that it blessed you in some way. Please, whatever God tells you, whatever He gives you, understand that it is for you. Understand that the life that He gave you is for you. Everything you need is inside of you. Have a great Monday. Until next time. Bye-bye. Before I go, my name is Kat Marie, and if you have any questions or concerns, if you would like to get more information on how to book me for an engagement, or just how to find out about my poetry, you can contact me at C Cobbins at Legacy Conversations. That's CCOBBINS, legacyconversations.com. Have a great evening.